battle with the Quattro Espada, Ulquiorra Schiffer. Yet in response to Orihime's cries for help, he achieved complete holification. This power allowed him to defeat Ulquiorra as well as rescue Orihime Inoue. Even so, Sosuke Aizen's true objective was to divide the Soul Reaper's forces. Ichigo rushed into the world of living through the Garganta, opened by Mayuri Kurotsuchi. Aizen's forces and the 13 Court Guard squads' bitter battle final began.
Their spiritual pressure is monstrous. So what's the best strategy? Should we hit their leader first?
No. Aizen's abilities are unique. We should take out the others first, then focus our attack on him.
The problem is, we don't really have any guarantees that Aizen won't attack, while we're busy fighting the Espadas.
Everyone stand back. All things of this world turn to ashes. Ryujin Jaka! Jogaku Enjo! I believe that it should take a decent amount of time for Aizen and all of his people to escape the fire. All right. Now, let's take our time crushing them to dust.
The head captain plays rough.
Yikes! Old man Yama's really in a terrible mood.
Aizen.
Well, well. Look what we have here. We've got tons of enemies. Take a look at what's happened to our boss.
Watch how you talk about Lord Aizen, Baragon.
Better watch your mouth. I don't like how you talk to me, Hollybell. With our boss indisposed like this, I'm the one who's gonna be in charge now. I hope no one has a problem with that. The enriched spirit zone beneath our feet. You said it was fake. That it was nothing but some kind of a replica created in the Soul Society. The enemy's plan, as I understand it, was to use the power contained in those 4 pillars to swap the real town out and replace it with the other, fake one. Therefore, what would happen if those pillars were to get destroyed?
Bunch of fools! Did you really think that I wouldn't post guards? Especially at such strategically important locations? The pillars are protected by some of our finest warriors.
Madarame! Ayasagawa! Kira! Hisagi! What in the world are you all doing here? Did you guys know about this?
Sure, of course.
Listen, don't look at me.
I'm sure that I told you. You were probably just busy eating rice crackers at the time. Because of that, you didn't hear me.
Ah!
Or did I forget to tell him?
Four Soul Reapers, huh? So what? Who cares? The pillars are defended by 4 little ants. 4 dragons will be able to crush them easily. Crush them.
Yes, sir. As you wish, Your Majesty.
quite a tall one. I just pray that you're as strong as you look.
Pray? To what? You Soul Reapers have a god greater than yourselves?
What? Now that you mention it, I'm not really sure who I'd pray to. You know, forget it. It doesn't matter. Tell you what, I'll just pray to your god.
Oh, that's fine then, I suppose. The god that we have here is actually our king. He knows better than anybody that you don't stand a chance against me.
Abirama Redder, one of King Baragon's fracciones. What's your name, Soul Reaper?
Izuru Kira, Lieutenant Squad 3.
Oh, Squad 3. Then you served under Gin Ichimaru. Oh, I see. He said that he left you back at the Soul Society. Now I see why. I'd try my hardest to rid myself of a fool like you, too, if I were...
Need to be like that. Show yourself. Wabisuke. The power of my Zanpakuto. Did you know? Don't do that. Don't ever say that name to me, understand? If you're going to have to die, wouldn't you rather be buried in one piece?
There you go. I had faith in you. I knew that you could make that face.
We're just starting. Stay free. Let's go. Here I go. There's more. Don't underestimate me. Stay strong. I say we played long enough. And then, they always bow their heads as if asking for forgiveness. Hence the name Wabisuke.
That's what I'm talking about. There's the expression I wanted to see. That's it. Perfect. Now that's your battle face. Don't be misled. The wings of Aguila aren't normal wings. They crush anything they hit. They're wings that are made of heavy steel.
I truly held great admiration for him. I looked up to him, and I followed after him. And I also hurt people exactly as he ordered me to. Yeah, you're not wrong. I may well have been discarded. Yet those people who suffered far more and far worse than I ever did somehow still care for and encourage me. I can't thank them enough. I'm grateful to them. After all, I'm the one who made the decision to follow the order. That's why I chose to continue bearing this sin. I will keep moving forward, shouldering the weight of your death as well. Here I go! I can still fight. There's more. How do you like this? I'll kill you. Those who are cut by it are forced to crawl, unable to bear their own weight. And then, they always bow their heads, as if asking for forgiveness. Hence the name Wabisuke. There's more. How do you like this? Trying to run away. Didn't hurt. That won't hurt me. Here I go. How many times did you rock me? Didn't hurt. Shouldn't be a problem. How do you like this? means of asking for forgiveness, hence the name Wabisuke.
Wait! Blast! Oh no, not good! My wings!
It doubles the weight of anything it cuts. If I cut twice, the weight doubles again. I cut it 3 times, it doubles again. That's the power of my Zanpakuto, Wabisuke. Your wings have now become as heavy as lead. Much too heavy to fly with.
You dirty little snake! How dare you? Is that the way that a true warrior fights?
The way a true warrior fights? What you're saying is completely incomprehensible to me. Squad 3's flower is the marigold. It symbolizes despair. It's also the emblem of our confidence and our pride. Fighting isn't supposed to be heroic. It's simply not intended to be exhilarating. Violence should only bring about despair. It's dark and terrifying. It must remain gruesome. Because otherwise people won't fear it, and if they don't, they won't try to avoid it. To my mind, Wabisuke, out of all the Zanpakuto there are, best exemplifies the philosophy that Squad 3 operates under. It increases the weight of whatever it cuts. Those who are cut by it are forced to crawl, unable to bear their own weight. And they always bow their heads, as if they were asking for forgiveness. Hence the name Wabisuke, the penitent one.
Just hold on!
A warrior should never beg for his life. Goodbye, warrior of the sky. Promise me that you'll never forgive me.
I have to thank you for surrounding us with thorns, hiding us from prying eyes. If you hadn't done so, then someone might have seen.
Man, what a letdown. To think you really believed you could defeat a lieutenant.
The pillar! It collapsed! One of us lost. Who was it?
Ikaku!
No!
Way.
Ikaku!
So, it appears the town is coming back now. You know, I thought that Baldy here was holding something back. I guess that I'll never know for sure now that he's dead.
What's that? Who do you think is dead? Listen, don't get ahead of yourself.
All right. Fine, then die.
Captain Komamura!
Oh, he's bigger than Captain Komamura. Breathe, Calderon. What the?
Never run away. Now come, Miba. Stand here behind me.
Yes, sir!
Honkai!
Cool. Bakujo Tenken Miyako!
What is it? What's happening? What are you?
That's right. I haven't introduced myself. I am Sajin Komamura, captain of Squad 7. And of course, as you say, I'm just a bug of a man. I shall end this. It doesn't matter where you are.
Amazing.
Of course. It's nothing like your Bankai, eh, Gaku?
Iba.
Don't you think I know, you fool? Relax. I'm not gonna tell the captain.
Eh? Unfortunately, my hearing's not that good today.
Now then, looks like the curtain has finally been raised. Attack! Defend this ground with every last ounce of your might. Even if your flesh is torn from your bones, the enemy must not enter! Stop them, no matter what! They must not be allowed to set one foot on Soul Society soil!
Omaida! You're too stiff. You're scared. You haven't been in combat for a long time. You're so pathetic I can barely look at you. This is a great opportunity. Know what? You should get yourself killed as soon as possible.
What? Haha! What are you talking about? I'm not stiff, and I'm not scared, and nobody's gonna kill me!
Is that so? Then don't get killed.
Oh boy. It makes me so tense being around Old Man Yama when he's like this. It's uncomfortable.
I know. When this is over, I think that we should rub his shoulders like we used to.
No. My shoulders are the ones that need rubbing.
What are you talking about? I've never known you to work enough to get tense shoulders.
It's starting, Rangiku. Is there any doubt in your heart?
What are you talking about?
Never mind. Let's go. Stay sharp, Rangiku.
Yes, sir.
The child. Would you mind sending her away from here?
Why?
I can't fight my best with her around. Isn't it the same for you?
What?
Be still, Lillinette. That's fine. There's really no need to fight your best. We can just play around a little bit.
What do you mean?
This goes against the core elements of my nature. To be honest, if I had my way, we'd just pretend to fight and let the others do all the real fighting.
What are you...
Hey, I like it. No, really. I'd much rather do that too. I don't care much for pain. But even so, I'm afraid that I'm going to have to say, not this time. I can't.
I see. Man, how regrettable.
So, you're really not gonna help him?
Of course not. 2 against 1 is bad form.
You completely sure about that? Stark's pretty strong. I mean, that guy's dead.
Thank you. You're very considerate. I pray it won't end like that.
Yeah, fine. So, you want to fight me then?
Absolutely not. You're only a child.
Huh? A child? Me? Listen, with an Arrancar, age isn't...
I know, but I just can't do it. You ought to be home right now playing with your dolls.
Ha ha! If you're gonna belittle me like that, I'll just have to make you fight me!
Oh boy.
From all that I've been able to see of the three of you so far, that girl is the third strongest. Maybe. I'd say that old man over there is number 1, and you're number 2. That's what I'm hoping for, anyway.
I see. Sorry. I'm the Primera Espada.
I knew it. That's really too bad. When number 1 is somebody like you, that makes it rather difficult, you know?
Hey, tell me something, would you? Are all your Bankais that powerful?
I think so. Bankai is our ace in the hole, which means that they gotta be pretty impressive.
How about this? Between the Bankai of that ice guy over there and yours, which is stronger?
Hard to say. Captain Hitsugaya is very gifted. In another 100 years, I think he'll surpass me.
I see. So then, that means as of right now, you're still stronger than him.
Jushiro!
Kyoraku.
Just hold on to that. This guy is finally ready to go at it.
Yeah, if I could see what your Bankai is like, I'd like that. Lilynette! Come here.
Hey, don't shout like that! You really scared me.
Why do you need her?
The two of us make one. We do things a little differently. The hollow powers that other Arrancars divide between their bodies and swords, we instead split between two bodies. When we two become one, then the true power at our disposal is released. Give chase, Los Lobos.
Captain Gyokotsu!
All right. Well then. Okay. Shall we get going, Lilynette? Don't ignore me!
Ow! That hurt! You could have cracked my head open! Starchy fool!
Shut up! Just how exactly am I supposed to know where your head is anyway?
At any rate, that gun in your hand can fire Cero blasts.
That's right.
Is it possible that it could maybe fire something else too?
It can't.
You're a pretty bad liar. Why not just be honest? What's the point of hiding it?
That would be my question. I went to the trouble of releasing. You're going to show me your Bankai, even if I have to make you.
No. You may have gotten stronger by releasing, but still, ordinary Cero won't...
Cero. Metralleta. It's useless to run away.
Wait a second! Doesn't this seem a little unfair?
Sogyo no Kotowari!
Wait, was that a Cero?
What a joke. You've got to be kidding me. Seriously now? You can't even make me take one step back?
It happened again. Just as I'm about to make contact, my kick suddenly loses its speed.
Captain!
Oh, shut up. I'm fine. It's not what I thought. The weight of his spiritual pressure isn't what's hindering my movements. I'm actually slowing down.
You can't figure it out? You must be confused about the situation. I assume that you find my power to be perplexing. As Espada, each of us governs one of the different forms of death. Though they vary in specifics, there are 10 root causes of death. Those 10 categories are also the basis for our abilities and our thoughts, and give us the reason for our existence. Solitude, sacrifice, nothingness, despair, destruction, ecstasy, madness, greed, rage. And the final one is the form of death that I govern. It's called senescence. Senescence, aging, is a product of time. It is the mightiest and most absolute power of death. Everything in existence must face it eventually. I know you can't understand it. That's simply the way death is, after all. And now, until this battle ends, it will be more of the same confusion and befuddlement for you. You most likely won't understand anything that happens. Decay. Arrogante!
What? What is that?
Everything around me ages as I see fit, and dies that way.
What's this? What's he doing?
Run, Omaida! You're no match for him!
Huh?
Neither are you, Captain. Respira!
Captain!
Hurry, come on! Do you want me to die?
Rats!
How amusing. It appears that even Soul Reapers have a robust fear of death.
Omaida, just protect your right arm, because you're gonna need it to cut off the part that turns to bone.
Captain!
It's time to end this now. Gran Caida. This is a guillotine that's far too good for you. Now, decay and die.
To die. Is that all? Here!
You puny being. Is this a game, Jane? Nobody can resist my power. Such disrespect. Death is a god.
To die. What?
God break! You puny being. So break! Consider it a god's work!
to end this without using this Bankai.
What?
This Bankai actually violates the standards I hold as a stealth force member. It's because its attack is too flashy for an assassin. Let's go! Bankai! I hope to end this without using this Bankai. Yakuho Raikkonen!
Is this a game to you? You are unworthy. You are unworthy.
No escape! I'll destroy you!
Is this a game to you?
Too slow!
You are unworthy. Unforgivable.
I'll destroy you! Let's go! Bankai! I hope to end this without using this Bankai. Yakuho Raikkonen!
Little beast like you.
Bankai! Karakura Koben! Truth is, I hope to end this without using this Bankai.
What?
This Bankai actually violates the standards I hold as a stealth force member. It's because its attack is too flashy for an assassin.
Captain! You did it!
Take your hands off me. Disgusting.
Captain, I'll take care of these three. You handle the espada in the back.
Can you handle this?
Yes.
All right. I'm counting on you.
That pig drew his sword on Master Hollybell! Wait, Apache. Are you insane, Mila Rose?
Give it a second. You can do it afterward. Once we take care of this witch right here.
Listen to her, Apache. Can't you even get yourself to focus on the enemy when they're right in front of you?
What did you just say, son?
Sorry. This'll be over quickly.
Growl! Heineko! Go!
You think that's enough for them?
I'll show you! You're no match for me! Snap! Tokiyume!
Momo? Why are you here, Momo? You're all better?
Yes. Don't be worried, Rangiku. It's okay. I may be Squad 5's lieutenant, and I may be wearing the lieutenant badge. But even so, I'm here in order to act in the role of a Soul Reaper. I'm not here as Captain Aizen's subordinate. After all, he's now the enemy of the Soul Society.
That's right. As long as you remember that. Momo, I'm not even sure if you noticed. But just now you said, Captain Aizen.
Damn it! That's it! Now I'm mad!
It'll be a pain if this drags on. Let's finish them in one fell swoop.
All right, then.
Thrust! Sierra!
Eat your fill. Leona!
Strangle to death, Anaconda. What? They're completely unscathed.
Chimera Parka!
What is that?
Chimera Parka. This is the creation of our 3 freed left arms. Meet our pet. Its name is Ion.
What is this? I feel cold. What is this chill? It's as if I'm staring into a bottomless pit.
Hinako! Oh, I forgot to tell you. Ion is extremely powerful, so you better watch out.
Rangiku! Hold on, Rangiku. I'll heal you right now. She can't breathe. I have to do something. Rangiku! And me too! With one blow! This is insane! There's no way! We can't beat this thing!
Momo! You did well. Take a break, Momo. Easily. I'll handle this guy. Take care of Momo and Rangiku. Rangiku is in really bad shape, so you need to hurry. You're a former member of Squad 4. I'm counting on you.
That was a long time ago.
Huh? Hey, who's that?
Must be their friends. I saw them coming from the pillar.
Well, if that's the case, then why didn't you stop them?
It's not personal. I understand. So slow! There! This is Cutter number 31. Shaka! Incredible! So slow! It's not personal. Yes. Here I come. Toughness to be souls. Wrong way. This is the end. Did it hurt him?
Ion! Don't give them time to do anything! Get
it, you fool. Ion isn't even listening. It can't hear us.
I wouldn't know. I've never known it to respond to anything that we've said before.
I guess we shouldn't have brought it out. It gives me the creeps.
Is this my end?
Easy. I'll handle this guy. Take care of Momo and Rangiku. Rangiku is in really bad shape, so you need to hurry. You're a former member of Squad 4. I'm counting on you.
That was a long time ago.
Huh? Hey, who's that?
Must be their friends. I saw them coming from the pillar.
Well, if that's the case, then why didn't you stop them?
Keep your eyes on me. Keep your eyes on me. There's more. You can't run. You can't run. Zombies made to keep souls. Guard up. I'm coming. Goodbye. Did it hurt him?
Ion! Don't give them time to do anything! Get rid of them! Ion! So you're ignoring me, huh?
Stop it, you fool. Ion isn't even listening. It can't hear us.
I wouldn't know. I've never known it to respond to anything that we've said before.
I guess we shouldn't have brought it out. It gives me the creeps.
Keep your eyes on me. There. Good. Let's so slow. Guards down. So slow. Let's go brave. Zombies made to keep souls. Guard up. I'm coming. Goodbye. You could have snapped that at any time?
He's coming. Blast, I'm almost done. I just need a little more time.
I see. Forcing the head captain out onto the battlefield. You men should all be ashamed.
Head Captain Yamamoto. Head Captain Yamamoto!
Poor thing. A creature who is consumed only with thoughts of killing. How very sad. Here I come. Dodge this. Too slow. Is that all? Can't hurt me. Is that dear me. Please, just stop. I do not feel any sense of enjoyment in having to slash away at poor, stupid beasts. For goodness sake, do you really not know what stop means, child? Is that your card? All things of this world turn to ashes. Ryujin Chaka! Izuru, not yet. Put up a strong force field.
Kill him!
I admire your spirit. In deference to it, I am only going to singe you a little bit.
Damn it!
Apache, Sun, Hila Rose. You fought well.
Even with your strength, you're only the third.
With my strength? I don't remember doing that. I don't recall showing you my full strength.
You know, I don't recall showing you mine either. Bankai! Daikuren Hyorin Maru! Soft.
You fought well. Is this the strength of a captain? I can't believe that you people beat Apache and the others. Very well. With this power, I'll end it here. Hunt Tiburon. No mercy. Let the winds consume it.
Let's keep this going. Come get it. Cross-shaped flowers, Hyorin Maru's launch.
This keeps up. Show some respect.
You're too soft.
exist without sacrifice.
Fine then. No point in both of us waiting. I've never tried this in a Bankai state, but I'll try.
What are you talking about? Is this all you can do? Sink to the depths. A single strike there. I haven't shown my real
Kyotan Kyokaso! Anything that snow happens to touch instantly freezes into the shape of a flower. By the time 100 flowers have blossomed, your life will have ended.
My apologies. Feel like something's missing.
You lost your focus.
I let my guard down. Sing it out.
Is that it?
I'll grind you up.
I hear.
So powerful you can't. Not yet.
I won't take your life. Too soft.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on. Come on.
I won't take your life.
Can't lose here.
Fly away.
Eat this! Now it's my turn.
Let's keep this going.
I'll grind you up.
There's no way to
What is this?
I'll slaughter you.
Let my guard down.
Let's go. Kyotan Yokaso! Anything that snow happens to touch instantly freezes into the shape of a flower. By the time 100 flowers have blossomed, your life will have ended.
What?
Now, I will ask your name, Espada.
Trace Espada. Tyr Halibel.
I'm Toshiro Hitsugaya, captain of Squad 10. Ready? Strike back. Let's keep this going. Yorin Maru! You lost your focus.
I have. Is this all you can do? I can't lose here. I'll grind you up.
Kyotan Yokaso! Anything that snow happens to touch instantly freezes into the shape of a flower. By the time 100 flowers have blossomed, your life will have ended.
If this keeps up. What is this?
Anything that snow happens to touch instantly freezes into the shape of a flower. By the time 100 flowers have blossomed, your life will have ended. Sorry, I couldn't let you avenge your subordinates' deaths.
Sogyo no Kotowari!
Jushiro!
I don't want to hear it. We're basically up against the two of them. It's not cowardly for me to assist you. Besides, it doesn't seem like you're willing to use your Bankai.
No, come on. I was going to...
No, don't. Your Bankai shouldn't be used where everybody can see it. Besides, against this enemy, my ability will be more effective.
You can absorb an enemy's attack, and then turn around and fire it right back at him. And it seems that's not all there is to it. You can adjust the velocity and pressure of the redirected attack, throwing off the enemy's ability to evade it. Contrary to your appearance, you have a pretty nasty ability there, Mr. Captain.
Garganta? A new enemy?
I hate to think there are others here to help these three Espada leaders. It's very troubling.
Who is that?
It seems that something rather strange has just showed up.
Wonderwise.
What?
Jushiro!
Jushiro!
No, it can't be.
Captain Komamura, you've done more than enough here. Please go.
Isuru.
I'm sure that you could keep protecting us here. But if everyone else gets killed, then our survival means nothing at all. Please go, Captain Komamura.
What a stench, as usual. I agree. This is what they mean when they talk about the smell of death.
It's completely fine. After all, the smell of death is perfectly appropriate here.
This is really the end.
Not so fast. It's been quite a while, Aizen.
Well, would you look at that? The old gang's all here.
It's been a while, Aizen.
That's...
Shinji Hirako. So that's what was going on. You were hiding in the world of the living.
It's been a long time. Is there anybody in particular that you want to say hi to in the 13 Court Guard squads?
Not me!
Nobody in the 13 Court Guard squads.
All right, well, I think that I should go and say hello to the head captain.
Hey! Hold up, Shinji!
Tell me, have you come here to seek revenge?
Yeah, against Aizen. I don't really care about you. If I hate you for anything, it's for deciding to fight inside of a super strong force field. If we didn't find Lieutenant Sasakibe patrolling outside, then we probably would have been going around in circles forever.
Shinji Hirako, let me ask you this. Can we consider you our allies for now?
All right, so, what do you think? Of course not. We're not actually your allies, but to that I'll add this. We're Aizen's enemies. And Ichigo's ally.
Ichigo Kurosaki.
Are you just about done talking to him?
No, but I think we're just about out of time. It seems to me that the enemy's going to run out of patience very soon.
Man, that boy is way too noisy. Now the mood is ruined. I really don't like that about him, not one bit.
The words "wonder why speaks" have meaning. Shut up and watch.
No.
Are those all Gillians?
Get ready. Now I'll punish you with Sakanare's power! You have this coming. I'm gonna get you. I said enough. You have this coming. Now keep on coming back. You have this coming. Stop it, kid. Like this. I'm gonna get you. Just this. I'm gonna get you. Like this. Apologies. I won't hold back, sir.
Whoa! Unbelievable! Those guys are crazy strong!
What are these guys?
I'm gonna get you. And over that. Like this. You're so gross. Like this. I said enough. Apologies. I won't hold back, sir. Come on. Let's end this.
Sajin.
Let me help you, masked visitor.
You sure? Do you want to help a bunch of oddballs like us? Although, from the look of things, you seem to be pretty odd yourself.
You people didn't hesitate when it came time to confront the Manos Grande. That maneuver is reason enough for me to help you. I've decided that I'm going to fight at your side. I won't hear any objections, masked visitor.
What's up with this guy anyway? I don't deal with uptight people well.
He sure made his intentions known. But we definitely don't have time to sit around wondering about whether you're friends or you're enemies.
That's exactly right. It really doesn't take all that much to turn strangers into comrades when troubling circumstances require it.
The enemy of an enemy can be a good ally. End of story. Isn't that reason enough?
I can't argue with that.
It's very nice to see you again, Soifone.
Wait! You two know each other? If that's the case, why didn't you tell me?
No clue. I've never seen him before.
I had a sneaking suspicion that you might say that. You know, your opinion about us is quite clear. We know you don't think very highly of us. I was observing your earlier battle. As a matter of fact, that's the reason why I came here. He released his aging energy against your Bankai. The effect that it had was to project it far in front of him, and it also directed its blast away from him. I will make sure that I seal him in. In that instant, fire off your Bankai at a close enough distance that his power won't be able to protect him from it.
So you too, huh? All you people know about my Bankai? That little pig.
I realize that you don't really want to aid anyone who's associated with Mr. Urahara. Very well. I'm listening. So go ahead and give me your terms.
I don't care one whit who you might be, or what exactly you're able to do. When it comes to my power, you're all equally helpless to stand against it. Well, you too can perish and become a skeleton.
Dragon Tail Castle Gate, Tiger Bite Castle Gate, Turtle Armor Castle Gate, Phoenix Wings Castle Gate. Shiju Simon!
Comical! Comical! I rule over aging. Buying time against me is an action equivalent to spitting on a god.
That force field isn't actually intended to contain you.
You worms!
Swear again that you'll seal Kisuke Urahara in your force field for a month starting tomorrow. Karakura Koben! Do it!
Captain!
Usually, my limit for Jakuhura Koben is only once every 3 days. I've had to fire it twice. Twice in just 1 day. You'll pay for that.
Yes, of course.
Unfortunate. Unforgivable. Utterly unforgivable. I'm badly injured. I've been gravely mistreated. You ants aren't going to get away with this. Repent for the insolence that you've shown by disobeying the Great One, and turn to dust!
This can't be. Is he immortal?
It's futile! You must know your place! Respect me. I am the great Emperor, Baragan Ruizenban! I am the god of Hueco Mundo!
Hachikiru Shoda!
Soul Reapers, and humans, and hollows, and Arankars, their differences and quarrels, will and freedom, birds and beasts, plants, the moon and stars and the sun, all of them are insignificantly small. The power I wield is the one absolute in this world. Everything else is meaningless. The rest of existence shrinks to complete insignificance in the face of it. To be subordinate to my supreme power is simply how the world is supposed to be arranged. It's the only proper and legitimate order of all existence. There can be no equality, not when it's between opposing powers. Look, gaze into these eyes of mine, and see the truth. To me, your lives are insignificant. They are exactly the same as those of ants. What's this? What's happened to your arm? What are you trying to do?
I bestowed it upon you.
What is this?
Earlier, what you told us. I mean, the part about wielding absolute power in this world.
You went so far as to sever your own arm? You used your force field to cut it off and then sent it inside me?
If it's true, if yours is the one absolute power, then that means not even you would be able to withstand it.
You ant! You will pay! You will pay! You ants! All of you ants will pay!
In the Soul Society, there are no gods. That is, except for the Soul Reapers. You see, that's the reason why we aren't really able to fathom the meaning of your words. Please forgive our impiety, God of Hueco Mundo. I thought that it was all rather strange. Anyone that his power touched began to age, decayed, and turn to dust. So, in light of that, just how did he, a skeleton, avoid turning into dust himself? In short, I developed a hypothesis. I came up with the theory that he must have a different power, covering the surface of his body, that repelled his own power and prevented it from acting upon himself. And then I thought, if that was the case, what would happen if I were to somehow insert something that contained his own power inside his body? It seems, in the end, my hunch was correct. He too was just another one of the universe's many small creatures, fearing death and striving to stave off old age to prevent its arrival.
Number 2 died and he didn't even say a single word. How disappointing. but getting revenge isn't really my style.
You're leaving yourself open to attacks. Does a guy like you get rattled after losing allies?
Stark! Hey, Stark! What do you think you're doing? Aren't you gonna get revenge? Just look at you!
Didn't I say it wasn't my style? Forget it. Lord Eisen has no intention of helping us out. These guys are tough. I don't care anymore. Somebody's gonna die if we keep fighting like this. So let's just go home and take a nap.
Come on, Stark! Are you totally crazy? You're the Primera! Start acting like it! Stop trying to look all cool and go do something already! Why do you think Lord Eisen did it, huh? Why do you suppose he gave you that number? He believes in you. Why else would he do it? If you don't want to see any more of us die, then you gotta get out there and fight!
I guess you're right. Let's go, Stark.
Such occasions are special because of how rare they are. Play some kids' games with me. Win and you live, lose and you die. It's selfish that way. So, let's play to the death, shall we? Not a fan of schoolyard games? It's my turn. This is just fun and games.
What the? You?
I wasn't hiding anything at all. My Katen Kyokotsu just wasn't up to it earlier. That's why I get tired of playing with this child. My Katen Kyokotsu can take a child's game and actually turn it into reality. It makes all the rules. Anyone who steps inside Katen Kyokotsu's realm of spiritual pressure is forced to obey what already has been established in it, including me. But then, the very moment that you start a war, you're both
so you had another trick up your sleeve.
This won't end that easy.
I was hoping I could just run around until the battle was over.
I'm not a fan of schoolyard games. That was close. Miss. How's your tag game? Well, ready or not. Will you? Very nice. Useless chance, right? Humans and Soul Reapers and even Arankars think of their friends in the same way. We all think and worry about the same things. I get it. I do. There's always a hill to die on. I'm sure you've got one too. Thing is, yours and mine are in conflict. The reason that I'm fighting is so that I can protect something. That's why I have no choice. I'll have to take your life. Miss me again. There's no going back now. Care to play on me now? Care to play? Out of the way. Go easy on him next time, Tid. Not a fan of schoolyard games? Let's see which one of us is faster, shall we? Motto number 78. Zangiri! Win and you live. Lose and you die. It's selfish like that. My sword is dear to me, but I admit it's hard to be at its beck and call. So is it. It's my turn. Now for something different. How's your tag game? Well, ready or not. So is it. No hard feelings. Whoever wins. Miss! Tighter! Save! Convince you to retreat? Take that! We're just getting started. What is it? Sheesh! Not a fan of schoolyard games? It's my turn. Out of the way. I told you the rules. Motto number 78. Son, get in! Time for King of the Hill. Here I come. Slave. There's no...
Sorry, Lord Eisen. It seems I won't be able to repay you.
It's the opposite of the time before.
I knew this would happen. I knew that one day we would eventually cross swords. And I was certain that when we did, it would be a fight to the death. Ready?
I'm sorry, Captain Komamura. Please, I beg you, let me join in on this fight.
Shuhei!
It's been a while, Captain Tosin. I've come here to thank you.
You've grown wise. Or are you being sarcastic?
Are your wounds healed? Why bother asking? It's obvious. He's still struggling with injuries.
I'm grateful. Thank you for all your teachings. With everything I've been fortunate enough to learn from you, I will open your eyes and pull you back to the Soul Society.
Open my eyes. You open my eyes. You haven't changed. Shuhei, I thought I told you that those who don't know fear have no right whatsoever to fight. You haven't changed at all. Not a bit. Even in those words of yours, there wasn't a hint of fear lurking in them.
It's not personal. I will take this. Yes. Here I come. Don't get stuck. Destroy me! Hey! Here I come. Yes. It's made to reap souls. Guard up. I'm coming. Goodbye. No, I won't lose here.
I'm surprised Lord Eisen is on the front line himself. If Lord Eisen is standing up, then we must face off against each other with our true powers.
You mean Bankai? There's nothing I'd like more. I too am...
Bankai? Don't make me laugh. Lord Eisen has blessed me. He's given me a power that's far greater than any mere Bankai could hope to be.
Kaname, don't tell me you'd... Kaname. Kaname, don't tell me you'd...
Captain. Is that holification? Captain Tosin?
It is.
You've fallen so far, Kaname. What? What is this power?
It's such a funny thing. That half-Soul Reaper boy you people consider to be your friend. He possesses the ability to holify too. So why is it that you despise me, when all that I've done is acquire the same power?
Because Ichigo Kurosaki had no choice in the matter at all. But you did. You chose of your own free will to stray from the path you've been on, despite having remarkable skills as a Soul Reaper. What you did was depraved, Tosin.
Depraved? In what way is a Soul Reaper becoming more like a Hollow depraved? That's a simplistic judgment from one who sees all Hollows as bad and all Soul Reapers as good.
No! What I mean when I say depraved is your betrayal of your comrades and friends. All just in order to gain excessive power. That's what's depraved.
Sajin.
Captain Tosin. But why? Open your eyes, Captain Tosin! You are...
Shuhei, you understand nothing at all. My eyes are open. They're open to the path of justice. I told you, the path that I walk down is justice. If you would hinder that path, I will consider you an evil that must be removed.
You're not really him. You aren't Captain Tosin. Not anymore. So slow! It's hate souls. Wrong way. This is the end.
I didn't attack with enough force. Seems I'm still too soft.
No. I managed to dodge it by half a step. Once you've drawn your sword, always position yourself to be able to sidestep any attack. Captain Tosin, you taught me that yourself. So slow! Take this. There's more. Keep your eyes on me. Justice. It's obviously made to move souls. So slow! It's obviously made to move souls. Wrong way. This is the end.
Wasn't supposed to be like this. Strength of your warped love. I'll show you. Cry, Suzuki. Forgive me. These pointless battles are at an end.
Is this my end?
Shuhei, you simply cannot defeat me. Yes, you can run. I'm still too frightened.
What's wrong, Shuhei? Why have you called me out here? Just what do you want to talk to me about?
Captain Tosin, please dismiss me as a seat officer!
That's what you wanted to ask me? If this is about your mistake in yesterday's drill, don't worry. It happens to everyone in the beginning.
No! Not a mistake. Nor was it carelessness that made me hesitate. I was scared. You see, my right eye was wounded when I went to the world of the living for a drill. And now, ever since then, whenever I draw my sword or face an enemy, I always take a half step back emotionally. Captain Tosin, I confess that I'm afraid to fight. Back then, on that day, you told me that was why I should remain a seat officer. You told me that power is not the most important thing for a warrior. It's the fear of battle. It's because we know the fear of battle that we are able to grasp our swords and fight for those who also fear battle. Those who don't fear the very sword they hold are not worthy of holding one. If you're really afraid of fighting, if the thought of battle fills you with dread, you've already acquired something that's positively invaluable to a warrior. But now, I don't understand, Captain Tosin. Those were your words. Why did you throw everything away for the sake of power? What is it? Tell me. What is it that you fear now? Captain Tosin!
I do fear something. I've had the same fear for 100 years. The fear of assimilating and dying as a Soul Reaper.
Shuhei!
Kaname, tell me this. Why did you become a Soul Reaper?
Revenge! Didn't you ever wonder about the reasons behind it? Did you never ask why someone would join such an organization? One that had murdered his dearest friend?
For so long, I thought it was about justice. All this time, I always labored under the impression that what you wanted most was to honor your friend's passion for justice.
That's exactly right. It was about justice.
So why?
Then tell me what justice is! To forgive the one who murdered a beloved friend? That would certainly be virtuous. But are they the same? Is virtue justice? No! To continue living in peace without seeking to avenge the dead is vice!
I've always been aware of the fact that you hated the world. Those words you told me, they belonged to your friend. For all that time, you continued to hide your true intentions.
Is that so? Is that so?
Futile, useless. I'll strike you.
Not to you. I'm still too slow.
You can't dodge me.
There will be no trace of you. Cry, Suzuki. Forgive me.
All right. Well, it appears that I have drastically misunderstood your motives. If that's the way you really feel, I suppose that you and I were destined to collide.
So you'd kill me because we don't see eye to eye? Is that justice too, then? Don't make me laugh.
That's completely right. It is justice that we're talking about. If our convictions are irreconcilable, trying to persuade you is pointless. I have to slay you for the Soul Society. It will bring me no joy, but still, I'm glad I learned your true feelings first. Despite all of this, my heart has already forgiven you.
Already forgiven me? Is that what you said? Oh, please. Don't talk as if you're some kind of a god, Sajin. Tell me, when did I ever ask to be forgiven? If you want to kill me, then kill me if you can! See if you can still say that after you've seen my resurrection! Suzumushi Yakushiki! Gyaro! I can see, Sajin! I can see! That's the sky, that's blood, and that's the world! And there, that's you, Sajin. It's worse than I thought. You're uglier than I imagined.
Kaname, you... Alkai! Kokuju Tingen Meoho!
Los 9 aspectos. If I'm able to wound that giant, then you'll end up being wounded as well. It's a rather inconvenient Bankai, eh, Sajin? Because of its tremendous destructive force, it probably never even entered your imagination that an enemy might survive your attack, or even strike back at you.
Kaname, at that time, I noted that there was a small untruth in your words. Several times I noticed that you mentioned the world that she loved. But I also observed that you never called it the world you love. I understood. I thought, he says that because it's clear that he hates the world. I understood more than enough. No, actually it was a bit different. I was glad. Anyone who'd lost a loved one was bound to feel the same way.
Your resistance is unsightly. Actually, it's a weakness. Your resistance is unsightly. Your mind strike back. Now I see the light. Your resistance is unsightly. What?
You see, I was glad that you weren't a saint. That you weren't someone who claimed to love the world, even after what you'd lost. And that's why. That's the reason I decided to become a true friend to you.
Hang on just a moment longer.
If you knew sadness, I would embrace it. If I knew joy, then you would share it with me. If you went astray, I would correct you. If you made a mistake, I would forgive you. When you had nowhere else to go, I would become the refuge you needed. All this so that this man who could no longer love the world might love it again. You're mine!
See?
With this!
Your resistance is unsightly. Beat me!
So not all yet!
Be gone!
I will not go down!
What you're doing is pointless.
With this!
What you're doing is pointless. This is what that justice looks like! Los 9 aspectos!
At that time, I noted that there was a small untruth in your words. Several times I noticed that you mentioned the world that she loved. But I also observed that you never called it the world you love. I understood. I thought, he says that because it's clear that he hates the world. I understood more than enough. No. Actually, it was a bit different. I was glad. Anyone who'd lost a loved one was bound to feel the same way. Strike me all that I have! Your strike me! I will not go down! You see, I was glad that you weren't a saint. That you weren't someone who claimed to love the world, even after what you'd lost. And that's why. That's the reason I decided to become a true friend to you. If you knew sadness, I would embrace it. If I knew joy, then you would share it with me. If you went astray, I would correct you. If you made a mistake, I would forgive you. When you had nowhere else to go, I would become the refuge you needed. All this so that this man who could no longer love the world might love it again. What? You're mine! With all that I have!
Your resistance is unsightly. Your resistance is unsightly. This is what that justice looks like. Los 9 aspectos!
All in a place like this!
Now I see the light!
I have only just begun! God strike back! I shall not fall yet! God strike back!
You're no threat to me! What you're doing is pointless.
You're mine! What? Kaname!
Let's put an end to this, Saji.
Hang on just a moment longer.
Justice isn't something that can be expressed with words.
Forgive me, Iba. Forgive me, Shuhei. Forgive me, Kaname. But I can't do it. I can't cut him.
What? You're not him. You're not Captain Tosin. Not anymore. The Tosin who was blind. He would have dodged an attack like this one. Reap. Kazeshini.
Something's not right. No, it wasn't supposed to be like this. I can't see. I can't see anything. Anything. Why? 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 Sajin. Shuhei.
Don't talk. Your hollow powers are enabling you to continue to breathe, but your throat has been torn. You don't need to talk right now. Kaname, earlier, before the battle began, you said that you knew all along that we'd eventually have to cross swords. To tell you the truth, I was thinking the same thing as we fought. I suppose Shuhei was as well. Our relationship has been superficial until now. So I suppose that we were destined. One day, to cross swords and to truly get to know each other. I'm not saying not to hate me or put aside your grudge. Just don't let your hunger for revenge change who you are. Just as it was with the loss of your friend for you. To lose you now would leave me with an immense hole in my heart.
Thank you, Sajin. Shuhei, let me take a good look at your face. I can still see now, thanks to the effects of hollowification. I want to see it. I want to look at your face while I still can.
Captain! Captain!
Aizen!
Out of my way. Step aside, Gin. I'm only here in order to seek revenge on Aizen.
Tell the truth. Do you really believe that any of us would simply get out of the way? And besides, I've always wanted to fight against you at least once, Captain Hirako.
That's enough, Gin. Let's end this.
What did you say?
Lord Aizen.
Fact is, you've served your purpose. Looks like you people were not worthy of fighting under me. Gin, Kaname, let's go. I never imagined after all the trouble I went through assembling you Espadas that all your powers would be so incredibly inferior to mine. Now then, let's begin. The 13 court guard squads, plus all you phony Arrancars. Now then, let's begin. The 13 court guard squads, plus all you phony Arrancars.
Aizen!
Be careful when you approach him. Given Aizen's abilities, if you approach him too carelessly, then that will be the end of you.
Don't you think I know that?
You fool. I'm talking to you. Now then, loosen up on the hilt, Hiyori.
Touching. Such compassionate words, Captain Hidako.
Hiyori!
But approaching carelessly will be the end. It sounds so absurd. Whether you approach carelessly, or do so with caution, or even don't bother to approach at all, it won't make the slightest bit of difference. I'm not talking about the future. Your destruction is set. It's an inescapable and unpreventable fact of history.
He's taunting us. Don't let him get to you!
What exactly is there to fear? You all died that night. It was something that happened 100 years ago now.
Hiyori!
Well, all right then. That's one down.
Hiyori! Hiyori! Hiyori!
I'm sorry, Shinji. I just couldn't hold back.
I like that look. Those are the eyes of a man who's awake for the first time in 100 years, Shinji Hidako. Do you hate me? If you hate me, then attack me. You're special. I'll use my sword against you.
Hachi!
Yes.
I know you're missing an arm, but will you take care of Hiyori? Do whatever is necessary. Keep her alive until Ichigo returns.
You must really have a great deal of trust in that boy.
I would imagine. That's unfathomable for someone who doesn't even trust his own people.
When you get down to it, trust is the same thing as reliance. It's a product of cowardice, and frankly, it's unnecessary for us.
That's funny coming from a man with such a huge entourage. I'm well aware that you encourage your underlings to develop a strong sense of trust in you.
I don't. I've never asked my people to put their trust in me. I told them to come with me, but I never asked for their trust. I constantly tell them never to trust anybody, including me. But unfortunately, there are very few of them who have the strength to follow my counsel. It's universal. All beings trust their superiors. They simply won't be able to survive if they don't follow blindly. And those who are trusted seek to take the burden of trust they've been given and pass it on to those above them. Then those who are above them will in turn pass it on even higher up still. And that procession of trust is how all kings are created. And how all gods are born. Don't put your trust in me just yet, Shinji Hidako. It'll take some time, but I'll teach you who the god is that you should put your faith in. And only then you can trust him.
You're finally drawing your sword. You certainly took your time. You said it yourself 100 years ago. I never opened up to you, never shared with you, never gave you information, or even tried getting to know you. That's the reason why, even today, you don't know what my Zanpakuto's ability is. If you think your Kyoka Suigetsu is the only Zanpakuto that has the ability to control a person's senses, you're sadly mistaken. Collapse, Sakanade.
That's an interestingly shaped sword.
Nice, isn't it? You can't borrow it.
But I don't feel any change taking place now. Didn't you say it takes over and redirects the senses?
What are you talking about? The change is already in effect now.
Now keep on coming back.
So be it.
Don't push yourself.
This is gonna hurt. Enough of that.
Be still.
This way. I said enough.
I'm gonna get you. Enough of that.
With this,
I'm gonna get you.
Futile.
It's been 101 years, Aizen. I've been waiting. It's been ages, and now it's payback time. I'd always been wary of you ever since the first time that we met. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's the reason you got us into this mess. But I'm going to protect them this time. I'll be sure to make things right.
you're so close. Resist this. You have this coming. I said enough. Resist this. You have this coming. I'm not done yet.
How will you stop?
Idiots.
A fine escape.
You don't have anyone. There's no one that you can truly trust. But I'm not like you. I don't fight alone. I'll show you that.
Time out. Sounds good. I'm gonna get you.
Here we go. Apologies. I won't hold back, sir.
This is trivial with strength such as mine.
It seems that you didn't. Up, down, left, right, front and back, and even the direction of your sight and the orientation of your wounds become reversed. Up, down, left, right, front, back, the direction from which you're wounded. Do you really believe that you'll be able to fight while adjusting all those variables in your head? It's impossible. No one can do that. The stronger you are, it's likely that you fought more. And the more battle experience you have, the more you're likely to rely on your ingrained senses, sight, and reflex.
Pity. So that's it? It's just an optical illusion. It's nowhere near the level of my power, which takes control of all 5 senses. It's rather easy once you get used to it. It's child's play, Shinji Hirako.
Don't look at Shikai. The only way to avoid that is to end this with one strike. Cut him! Cut him! I'm behind him!
It's been a while, Ryoka boy.
My first strike, he blocked it!
That was a nice attack, but your target was a poor one. The back of the neck is every creature's worst blind spot. Did you think that I'd ever step into battle without placing defensive measures there?
I blew it. I can't believe I did that. I was so focused on not messing up my holification that I missed my opportunity. I should have just struck him while I was still holified.
I bet that I can guess what you're thinking. You wasted your first strike. You should have struck me while you were hollowified. One strike might have finished me if you'd done so. Try again. Go on ahead. I'll show you your own hubris. Why are you keeping your distance? Are you frightened? Are you afraid to get too close and lose sight of any part of me? Distance really only matters when a fight is between two combatants of equal strength. Since we're talking about you and me, distance becomes irrelevant. Let me ask you something, Ryoka boy. What are you doing this for? Why are you fighting me? Is it because you hate me? Well, you shouldn't. After all, the fact that you're here means at least one thing. Orihime Inoue is safe. Judging from the way that you look, I think it's safe to assume that none of your friends are dead. If that's all true, can you really hate me from the bottom of your heart? It's impossible. You're not filled with hatred right now. You're only swinging your sword with a sense of duty. I don't believe that you'll touch me like that. A fighting spirit that lacks hate is like an eagle without wings. You can't protect anything if you're feeling like that. All of your powerless friends will be little more than dead weight that's only holding you down.
Don't let him intimidate you, Ichigo Kurosaki.
Sajin!
Taunts are his specialty. Lose yourself and you lose your life. Don't worry. I know the reason why the captains who went to Hueco Mundo decided to send you here first. I won't let you see Aizen Shikai.
We'll fight. We'll do all that we can to protect you.